Welcome back, my special Crowbotlet friends. I'm going to speak very clearly with enunciation in this video so that anybody who has to watch it in a different language will hopefully be able to get all the words. I've gotten into a bit of a tiff with the INA people. I've made some assumptions. I apologize for assuming all of you are from Indonesia. I know only, what do you say? Mostly a high percentage are from there. That's cool. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I have said a lot of bad things about you, but those are based on assumptions that I've made by watching you play. A thing I've noticed about the way you play is you take robots that are too easy to win with. Basically, that's the easiest way to say it. If you're dropping into a level 1 match or a level 2 match with a Yamabushi, especially one that looks like this, and this isn't anywhere close to the ceiling for this level, meaning that, any little bit more upgrade of anything will put you into the next level up. It's nowhere near that ceiling. I know that. So the modules on it, I don't even have a purple on here. The guy I was complaining about playing, I bet his Bushi looks a lot better than this one. And I've actually retooled this since the match I played him in. I forget exactly what was on it. It probably had like ghosts on the Ghost Banshee on the Bushi and a shotguns on the drone maybe. The thing that annoyed me about that particular match was I drop into the match. He's grabbing his third flag. We don't have any. He's sitting on the center flag, and so I back up because I see somebody's blowing all my teammates up. It was probably all AI and just me and him. But he started with such a severe advantage. He's in a Ronin, and I forget what weapons were on it, but it didn't take him very long to blow me out of my Bison. And the Ronin is just such an easy robot to win in. The Bushi is such an easy robot to win, and I could drop in level 1 in either of these two robots and win very easily, and I probably wouldn't die out of either one of them. My Bison got his Ronin down and health down to about half, but it didn't do anything to his shield, so I brought in probably the Bushi. And it wasn't set up like I'm used to. I've got 4 different accounts, and all my robots are set up slightly differently. For the most part, some of them are pretty similar across the accounts. But I didn't know what was on the Bushi, and so I really couldn't play it optimally because I didn't really know what tactics to use based on the weapons that were on it, and I just couldn't figure it out fast enough to deal with his Ronin. But I did get him out of the Ronin. He brought back a Bushi, knocked me out of my Bushi. I came back in a Ronin, and it didn't take him very long to knock me out of that, and I just said, screw this. I've already lost the match because in the amount of time I was bringing back robots, he was capturing more flags. So the way I view that is you want to dominate. You want to flat obliterate your opponent. You don't have any mercy for them. You don't want them to have any fun playing the game. You just want to dominate the shit out of them until they quit. That's just how I feel playing on my side. And I get into matches with squads, and I feel bad because any human players on the other team are just getting squashed. I mean, there's no fairness to squatting unless you're going up against another squad of relatively equal power. This game is just broken. They're not going to develop it anymore. The way it stands now is the way it's going to play forever. And that's just all there is to it. So either we, the players, can make this place fun for new players, or we can make it a hell for new players. And the way you guys play by dropping in Bushis and Ronins in level 1 and level 2 and the top bots, the top 3 robots in the game, I see those all the time down playing in the low tiers, and you're playing in squads. I mean, for God's sake, you got a squad in level 1 or level 2 playing in huge invisible robots that are invincible at that level. That's just, I don't know, man. To me, it just seems like something a psychopath would do. You don't care about the other players or whether they're having any fun or not. You think they look up to you, but really they just hate playing because they lose all the time to robots they can't beat no matter how good they are. Anyway, I was going to give a tour of this particular account, and I got off onto a bitching thing. This isn't the same either. I had, where the prosecutors are, I had phantoms. This is what I play with. This thing can do some serious damage, and it was the first bot I dropped. And if I hadn't run into an INA guy, this would have been overpowered. If it was a AI only match, I would have won it easily. If there was some other players in there, usually I try and take out the AI, and I'll get down to another human player, and I can tell he's just not that great, but I'm going to win on flags or whatever, or he just doesn't have anything else left. I'll let him beat up on my robots just to be nice. I'll take in a Viking and just let another guy shoot at it indefinitely because he can't kill it, But I don't drop in those things because it's too damned easy to win. This is my favorite robot right here. I love playing this thing. It's it'll sneak up on you and you don't even know it's coming. This is like having two Hercules. You got a Hercules on this end and a Hercules on this end, and where the drone meets, you got a big weapon. It's just like having a double Hercules. And wait till you see my Hercules. This right here is a stock build. Nothing but a stock build. I mean, they got good modules. You can see the modules here. But even those aren't all purple. Viking's my favorite robot in the whole game. I like the way it looks more than anything else. It's just the coolest looking one. This one is the sleeper robot of the game. If you get good with this and you got a Hellfire for the drone and you can put a purple sights module on it, you'll be able to play into the top league with that robot. And this thing, you can upgrade the crap out of it. You can grade 2 or 3 star it, and it never appears that powerful to the game, but it's one of the best robots if you can play it. I like it with the Ghost Banshee combo because for about as long as it's invisible, that's about how long it takes for those weapons to unload. So you're invisible while they're unloading. As soon as they're empty, you're back invisible, or you're back visible, but you can be in cover at that point. And the amount of time it takes for the weapon to reload is about the amount of time it takes for your invisibility to refresh. So it's really the perfect weapon combo to play with this particular robot if you're not very good with the torches. Another good weapon combo that most people don't think about is Hornet Wasp. The reason that's such a good combo is because if you can make all those missiles hit the target, then it's going to do an insane amount of damage. Not as much as a torch, but a bit more maybe than shotguns, which give you better range. So the key with the missiles is making all of them hit, but they unload in about 2 seconds. So you can dash out, get a good line of sight, fire all your missiles, dash back into cover. They take a while to reload, but you'll have your invisibility back by the time they're there. It's just the unsung hero of a lot of, I don't know, I like the Wasp Hornet. You're going to find that out here. This is kind of an asshole build because you got 2 jumps, and the jump's pretty far. It's like 150 meters. I don't know where the information on this is, but it's about 150 meters you get to jump with 1 jump. So you jump in, you get really close to your target, you go visible, 2 seconds to unload, invisible, jump back out. I probably shouldn't have told you all that. It doesn't work against fast-moving targets, though. Part of my problem with that match this morning was just seeing the guy first, seeing he already had 3 flags. I mean, I've already lost the match. I'm not even dropped in yet, and I've already lost. It's just... Anyway, we can get started on that shit again. But I also didn't realize some of the robots I had on this account. I might have done a little better had I kept a cooler head. This is not what it was this morning either. I forget what I had on it. I don't remember. It's just a good... decent range build. I forget what module I've got. Got the sights, so it gives the longer range that reaches out to 6 something. You just stay out of range of anything that can shoot at you, and good to go. This one here, I just like these weapons. If you can make all of them hit, it just blows things up. The hard part is making them hit. That's to own these weapons, you got to be able to jump and have all the missiles hit the target. If the target dashes away, you just wasted your load. If the target's walking too fast, you can't hit most sideways walking robots, especially like a Predator. A Predator can sideways walk these things, you'll never touch it. So they can be very useful and they can be very useless, depending on how you play it. This right here is kind of the pride and joy of this account. They always say max your weapons before your robot, but I got a wild hair up my butt and maxed it, so that's what she looks like when she's maxed. And I can tear things up with this little robot, man, let me tell you. And you'll notice it's actually a hair more powerful than a bone stock with no modules. Oh, I did put modules. Why did I put modules on that piece of shit? I don't know. I think Tinkwink and I were playing last night, and he says, just load your crap bots up with stuff. So I think I put free modules on them all, or silver. I don't know what. Anyway, could have been a long time ago on this account. Hard to say. I don't have to do that. I've got other stuff I could put on here. I think I got 2 of these and a ghost and some other crap. But Wasps on a jumper. It's just the easiest way to make all them missiles hit. I actually like wasps better than I like hounds just because they do so much more damage. I mean, seriously, load them up and find a target that's just not going anywhere and fire all the missiles at it and just see the kind of damage they do. Because everybody that's ever come to me and said, damn, those things are, I didn't even know. It's like you don't until you do it. I'm starting to like the separators an awful lot too. They got 120 shots. Takes them a while to unload and a bit of, they reload pretty quick, but this is just kind of a crap build at the moment. I don't know why it's this way. It should be more like, I don't know, let's put that up there. Yeah, I like that better. All right. And then I didn't do anything with these because I really don't like them. I don't like fast walkers, so I didn't do anything with those. But my goal with this account is to leave it in this tier. I don't ever plan on taking it to level 3. And so when I drop into a match, that's what I see. These are the robots that you see very first. So I don't see my premium robots unless I go sideways some. And sometimes I forget I'm playing on this account, and I think I'm playing on my other account that doesn't have any premium robots. That wasn't the case with the match this morning. I knew I had these. I was just frustrated and pissed, and I wasn't playing smart. I could have taken the Viking in and maybe done something. I could have had more fun with it. I could have played with the idea. But I've got this... The capital letters INA are a trigger for me for some reason. And it just... As soon as I see it, I get pissed off. And I think it's because I've seen you guys just beat the crap out of people. That's why I call you seal bashers. Because you're just bashing seals. And if you don't know what that is, basically when they go out and they hunt seals, they take a piece of wood that's just a club, and they put a nail in the end of it, and they just go out and they hit the seal in the head with the nail, and it's dead. It doesn't run away. It can't. It's defenseless against the human being with the stick with the nail in the end of it. And it can't defeat the human. That's what you're doing. You're bashing seals when you go into level 1 and level 2 with big robots. So I've talked for as long as I've talked, and I know you don't care what I think or what I say, but I'm really not asking you to do anything other than just play these other damn robots. I mean, if he would have brought anything else in, anything else as his first drop, and I smoked him out of that with this asshole bison. I know this is an asshole build, but I mean, I don't play like an asshole. When I get down to the last few people and I know they're humans and I know I can win easily, I let them finish it out with my AI or other human players on my team. If I know I can beat them that easily, I might let them just beat on me without shooting them. I try and make it a little less frustrating for new players. And if I feel like I'm beating up on them, I may take the Viking in and just let them shoot at me. Chances are they're in something so weak they can't defeat the shield anyway. So they'll get their first million damage match, and it'll make them feel good. Or they'll squad with me and they'll say, oh, that's a real nice hanger you got, or whatever. Sometimes I don't mind losing because I've won a bunch of matches. I just get the impression, and I see your score on there, and I recognize that it's, your kill death ratio is high, but it's not excessive. Your wins versus losses is high, but it's not excessive either. I've got accounts that have better stats than those, so I look at it and I think, I don't call you cheaters. I just say that you use robots that are more powerful than you need to use to win. If you want to impress me, I mean, this is an easy win. I'll prove it. Let's prove how easy this is to win. This is a long video already, and I really don't care, and you guys might not even listen to it or even give a hoot. And I don't hate you. I just don't like the way you play in level 1 and level 2. And I think that most of you would do fine in level 3. You might lose a little bit more here and there when you run into, players that are closer to the level 3 tier. But if losing's that big a deal to you, the hard part I have is you're making it not fun for others. It's either you're empathetic towards the fun level that other people are having, or you're not. And if you're not, then you might be a psychopath. You might get your head checked out. I don't know. Excuse me while my dog turns psycho on me for a second. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to play as aggressively as I can in this robot. And maybe I'll be merciful to humans, I don't know. But I'm going to do a match in this robot, and then I'm going to do a match in my Bushi. And we'll see what kind of difference it works out to be. I mean, did I have more fun in this one, or did I have more fun in the Bushi? Or maybe I won't use the Bushi, I'll use the Echo next. And if I happen to get knocked out of this, which I seriously doubt, wait, that's the guy I want to be shooting at. There we go. And this is an easy robot to win, and these shotguns are just going to smoke damn near anything. I've got better range. There's a human, a dude dashing. Figure out who it is in a moment. And this is level 2 play, so I'm in like the... Oops. $500, huh? I don't have sights on this. Well, I got reloads on this. This thing is not set up right. I had it set up with something else on it. Normally it would have sights and they would be purple and it would reach out a lot further than it is, but that's okay. We're going to win anyways. Just have to get a little closer, that's all. There's a lot of humans in this one. Alright, this might not be as easy as I thought. It's a slow game, but, you know, take your time, do it right. I mean, yeah, I'd be getting this done a lot faster in a Bushi or a Ronin, but where's the challenge? You know, then the people you're spanking just feel spanked. Doing it in a Hercules is way more embarrassing for them when you stop and think about it. Is he gonna get me? I don't think so. Normally I wouldn't dash like that without having looked first, but I'm trying to be uber aggressive, man. In case you didn't know, those missiles are never gonna touch me, dude. Does anybody actually 2-star those? Because I wouldn't think you should. That might have been a mistake. We're about to find out. Never use both your dashes like that. Alright. Back over here. You know what I really like playing on this robot is long-range sniper with the prosecutors. That is fun. In fact, my last video is me and... Actually, it'll be another video. Well, his last video and my last video. I'm doing a combination video if I can. So anyway, the INA guys, I mean, if you're watching this, I don't hate you. I really don't. I think you could do better in robots like this. And you're taking an unfair advantage by bringing the robots you bring. That's really my only bitch with you guys. Everything else you do is spot on, straight up good stuff. So I apologize for dissing on you so hard, but it's one of those situations where it annoys me. And I saw the guy's INA tag this morning. I think next time I'll feel better about it because I finally got a chance to talk to, or not talk to, but the guy that kind of runs the show finally got a hold of me and said, hey, this is what we're doing. And that's cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate you letting me know. I know there's some things that you didn't mention that you do, like I've heard rumors that you offer new players accounts with lots of big robots on them. And the thing I don't like about that is the fact that I meant to get up on there. It doesn't really teach them how to play, because I think to learn how to play, you need to play in this robot right here, and you need to play in the Grizzly, and you need to play in the Mantis. And that's how you learn how to play in this game. You play these robots, and when you get good at these robots, you'll be really good with the better robots. But you give them the better robots right off the bat, how do they learn to play? All they learn how to do is use an invisible, overpowered robot to dominate other people. And that's just where I'm at with that. Let's see what kind of damage we did. That's not bad for level 1. 3/4 of a mil. Get out of here. All right, next one I'm going to take. And I won that match using that robot the whole time. And I think I did. I mean, I took top damage. I didn't see how many humans were in that. So we just had the one guy, and I had a guy on my side. So that kind of gave me a bit of an advantage. So it's how much of an advantage do you need to win? And every time you come in there in an overpowered robot, that's your advantage. And you're making your skill. You're not relying on your skill. You're relying on the abilities of the robot to be invisible, to dash around, to lose target lock, to get out of a situation, to get into a situation, whatever. So I'm going to take the Tiger next, and we'll see how that one does. And in the last match, I'll take my Bushi, and we'll see how that one does. And you can compare for yourself the experience that I have and the experience that the other players have that are in the match. Because I guarantee you, if I'd have been in a Bushi doing what I was doing with my Hercules, the other human player in there wouldn't have been nearly as appreciative of my skills. Does that make sense? So to take a Bushi over a Hercules, I don't consider skillful. So if you want me to think that you're a good pilot, and sure, you're great pilots in Bushis and Ronins, but if that's all you're any good at, if you can drive a Ronin or a Bushi, you should damn sure be able to drive this or a Hercules. So normally I would go sideways and go out the front door here, but it looks kind of intense over there, so we're going to go this way instead. Make sure this flag's been got. Why do you not get that flag right there, you punk? It's called capture the flag for a reason. So I've got prosecutors on top of this, and I must have sights on it. They reach out to 520 from 400, so that's a pretty good deal. And I like dashers. I didn't used to like dashers, but I like dashers anymore. Bob's your uncle's a pretty good player, so he might just kick my ass out of this thing, and I might have to bring in my Bushi. So you might get to see it in this one too. It's hard to say. But I don't bring it unless I need to. And chances are I won't bring that. I'll bring something else, like my Bison, because I can snipe a lot of these guys with one-shots out of that thing. It just takes it a while to reload. Also, I'm playing slightly more conservatively because I see a good player in here. And I'm talking to you, and that always takes a little bit of my attention. You'll also notice that I kind of hang out behind this big behemoth here. If it disappears because of missiles, I might have to dash away pretty quickly. But we shall see. Now, this guy over here on the side is the guy I'm waiting to see. That guy right there. Those missiles kind of sneak up on you. So this is a bit tougher. If I was in a Bushi, I'd have killed every one of them robots already. But I'm not in a Bushi, am I? Because I don't need a damn Bushi. I can kill them all with this thing. I'm watching you guys. See what you're doing. And they're all after me, so they know my name, man. But this is a lot more fun than getting ganked by somebody in a Ronin or somebody in a Bushi right off the bat. I mean, I don't like that. This is way more fun. This is challenging. This is difficult. This takes some skill and some effort. I mean, I got at least 3 or 4 different humans against me here. I'll give that guy one more dash. Actually, I might take him out right here. Watch this. Got him. And he had all those big lasers on that big-ass paladin too, didn't he? Let me get this guy too. They were all going to jump in on me like that all at once, huh? See how they are? They're going to come in on me like a pack. So, how would I be doing if I was in a Bushi? All those guys would be dead. They would have been dead from the get-go. They would have all died as they were coming in because that flaming Bushi would have just smoked them. So, what's this guy got? It looks like he's got prosecutors on here, too. I should probably pay attention to what's going on the other side of this map while I'm at it, huh? So I don't like being out in the open like that. But the further away you are from shotguns, the less damage they do for some reason. It's a good match. I wasn't expecting this. Have I needed the Bushi yet? Would I have won this match already if I was in one? Would I be having as much fun? I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, they got him. Have I taken out bigger robots than mine? Yes, I have. Have I avoided a lot of robots firing at me? Yes, I have. Because I make effective use. Look at that guy. He's just shooting at rocks, man. Keep shooting at rocks, buddy. Yeah. And then you got to be able to do that. And then that. See what those missiles are? Yeah. Don't come at me yet, bro. My missiles need to reload. Oh, they got me. Alright. Should I take the Bushi or something else? Let's take this because I think I can win it with this. Actually, I'm going to come way back here like this. We'll just play super conservatively. Since I'm outnumbered by a little bit. Say goodbye. Yeah, you're gone. You're toast next, buddy. Because, well, I can hammer on this guy for a minute. Hey, Jack. How you doing? What you got on there? Yeah, I see you. Cool thing is this thing's got loads of range. If they were smart, they'd be grabbing every flag on this map right now, because I'm about to smoke all these guys. Oh, except for where'd that Viking come from? Oh, that's not a Viking, that's a Twister. What you doing bringing in a Twister? Alright, it's time to get out of this and jump into Bushi. Because I'm about the last one out there, aren't I? Here we go. You ready? That's how that works. Oh, I thought I almost wasn't sure I was going to make that. This guy's going next if that Twister doesn't get a hold of me first. Was that skill or luck? Am I going to take him out? Oh, it's so close. Yes, got him. I'll pound on this guy for what? Because those things just can't tolerate these things. Watch this, watch this, watch this. You ready? Ready? Oh, he got me. But that gives me the right to bring this bastard in and win this match. Alright, 3.5 minutes down on flags. Here's what we're going to do. Because this is how a chicken does things. Since my name used to be Robot Chicken, that's how we're going to do it. Alright, gotta get a flag or two. Plus I gotta refresh my dashes. We got 3. Is that him? Yep, alright, cool. What do we got? 3 against 1. Should make that guy go away first. Which way to go? Let's go that way. And then, where'd that thing go? Ah, missed it. That's alright. That didn't take much, did it? And this is where Bushi's, like, a legitimate use for it. I was down by flags. And I'm going to lose this match if I don't do something, so, you know, this is a good time to use it. Now I don't have to do another video where I just abuse people. I'm using it for a legitimate use, if you know what I mean. I already have that flag. Why am I being dumb then? I got to hurry up and kill these guys or I'm going to lose this match. And see how overpowered this is, though? I mean, how hard is this? I could have had this match over with if I'd have done this how long ago? You know? I mean, that's nothing. And this is how you guys play, though. You know? So, you start with this, and you end with this, and you dominate everybody, and it makes me want to say, fuck this game, I quit. So, Where's my boy? See, now he doesn't want to play because I'm in an overpowered Bushi. He's going to run out the clock on me because he knows he can win that way. See? That's how you do it right there. And he won. See? Anyway, I hope you get my point. All I want to see in level 1 and level 2 are robots that are not premium robots. You shouldn't need a premium robot to win in level 1 and level 2. And if you need a premium robot to win in level 1 and level 2, you must suck as a player. I mean, you might be good at Ibushi, you might be good at a Ronin, and you might win all your matches. But how good of a player are you really if those are the bots you drop in from the first? You know, just bring something else, man. If you got to end in that bot, that's cool. I'm cool with that. I don't have any problems with that. Anyway, we're at a half an hour. I need to shut up, so I'm going to go play me some games. Surprised nobody's asked me to squad yet. So, Bob's your uncle. He's a good player. Nautilus, I've seen. Jack, yeah, he's new to it. I had, so it was basically a 3-on-3. And I dominated. And that's okay. This in level 2 is okay. In my opinion. If somebody had done this to me in level 2, I'd be okay with it. So, level 3, anything goes. Level 1, I don't even want to see these robots. Don't bring anything bigger than a paladin if you don't have to. So, I'm sorry, guys. That's the only issue I have with the way you play is the bots you drop in and the fact that you just dominate from the get-go and you make the game no fun for others. So, do whatever you're going to do. I can't stop you from doing that. That's how you're going to play. But I don't like it, and I'm going to bitch about it. So I apologize for all the bad things I've said about you guys, but everything else you do, spot on. I mean, I love that you help new players. I don't really like the off-room, accounts with already got bots on them, and then you make them promise to, I guess not shoot at each other and some other crap. Personally, I think having battles where you shoot at each other is the best way to learn new stuff. It's going to make you a lot better. It's the hard matches that make you better. It's the easy ones that make you not very good. So that's where we're at. It's my opinion. That's all it is. If you don't care, then that's cool. I don't care either. So I only talked for a half an hour about it, but you got to watch some fun matches, and that's my opinion. And I don't think I'm wrong about it. I just think that you guys ought to try using robots that are more appropriate to the tier level that you're playing. In level 3, drop in whatever the hell you want. I expect that. But even in level 3, I still don't drop in a Bushi. Unless I see one out there or I see something I need a Bushi to deal with, I'll still drop in something else first, just in case. Because I don't like being the guy that drops in the Bushi and then just beats everybody up. I mean, nobody likes that guy. So, just saying. That's it. See you at the beacon. Crowbot out.